Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of One Shots. Players, how are you all doing today?
Good.
Fantastic.
Pretty good.
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 So, let's introduce all of the players and who you're playing. Richard, start with you.
Uh, I am the human ranger, Vulag Splinterskin.
Excellent. Randy,
I am the dwarven thief Brock Fanglethorn.
Donnie,
I'm Guy Wildwind, the half-elf barbarian.
Ergo McSlavin,
I am the old white mage Fergus Barrelbout.
Graham,
I'm the young, perky, blonde cleric Liliana Pierceston.
and those are our players. So, we are going to start our adventure just east of Valesburg. And if you guys take a look on a map, you should be able to find it. Woo, that's on the wrong screen. It's Cherendar is the name of the town that we are starting in. Ergo, would you like to let people know what the campaign is all about, since you are kind of the leader of the party for now?
Yeah, so I'm this old man who just had his master die, and I've been studying magic my entire life. And after he died, I've kind of needed something to do, so I'm going to go out and look at things and read and try to figure out as much magic as I can before my soon-to-be likely death. And I've constructed a party with me to go get this legendary book that I've been reading about. And hopefully they'll keep my very old man from dying.
And how old are you?
I am 70 years old.
Yes, you
And
are.
5'9" and 149 pounds. I have 6 HP.
Okay.
Ladies.
So, let's start. Our party, after long day of traveling, rolls into Chandar, and plops down at the nearest tavern, exhausted from their travels. What do you guys do?
Is the party
Well-
together?
The whole party's together. Yeah.
So
You've
I'm
already been hired by
slowly
the mage.
strut with my cane and try to get into the door.
You managed to get into the door, but a little bit slowly.
Success.
It takes a while.
I'm gonna get a biggest, tankard of their finest ale.
I'm going to join him.
Yes, same here.
I'm going to
Okay.
survey the bar.
What's
what's
the survey
going
you
on.
want to do?
I want to see what the patrons are like and what's going on in the bar. If there's anything loud or entertaining.
Yeah, there's some music being played by a traveling minstrel band over near the fire. We got about 30 people in the bar, kind of, little bits of clumps of people here and there, lots of groups, a few singles, overwhelmingly a human and male populace, but there are a few sub-races and a few females.
I'm gonna go over to the people playing music and say, back in my day, we had much better music.
I'd like to inquire what that type of music is. Maybe I could provide.
Oh, well, we used to have much better lute players, and our
Better
flutes
lute
were
players.
the best in the land, and the things you kids these days are playing are just too fast.
Well, if one of them could loan me a lute, maybe I could recreate some of your old memories for you.
Thank you.
Then I'd like to ask the band if they wouldn't mind me playing a song borrowing one of their lutes.
What's your reaction adjust for your charisma?
I'm hot, so let's see.
+3. They nod and kind of stop their song partway through, and one of them hands you a lute.
Okay. I'd like to start the intro to Hungry Like the Wolf.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so you need to make a lute playing check. So roll a d20 and add your lute proficiency, which is on the page 2 of your character sheet.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's a 7.
7, yeah. Ah,
11. It is probably some of the worst lute playing you've heard in a long time.
That was just awful.
wait
Get
till I
off
get
the
to the-
stage.
Get out of here, you
okay.
kids. I prefer Magic Carpet Ride.
I walk away with the loot.
With the lute,
Yeah, I want to see
Um,
what they do. I just want to see what they do.
one of the minstrels chases up to you and says, excuse me, lady. I think you walked away with my lute."
Oh, I'm sorry. It must have slipped my mind. Here, and I hand it back.
Okay. He takes it and smiles at you and then goes back and they continue playing.
I brush my hair up a little and wink at him.
Okay. He keeps playing his music.
All right, I'm going to look around the room and see if there are, firstly, any open tables that we can all sit down at.
Yes, there are 2 tables, one near the door and one near the bar.
And I'm going to go ahead and we're here at nighttime, right? So I'm going to go ahead and ask the bartender if I can rent out a room, at least for myself.
He says, "Yes, I have a few rooms available. If you'd like one, I can make that happen."
Splendid.
I'm gonna get one too and get a beer while I'm at it.
Okay.
Yep, I will take my beer and go sit down at one of the larger available tables so that they can join me later.
Anyone who orders a drink, it's 2 copper per drink, and rooms are 4 silver for the night. So mark that on your character sheets, and it's 100 copper to the gold and 10 silver to the gold.
I'd like to ask the wizard if he'd like me to bunk with him tonight.
Okay.
Not flirtatiously, just like straight up question.
I don't know about that. You're a little young for me.
Oh no, nothing like that. And don't worry, I'm extremely small, so I don't take up much room.
Oh, that's perfect.
Sweet, awesome.
I only take up the little corner because of my crooked back, so it's no problem.
Thanks, scoliosis dude.
Who are you people?
Oh, Grandpa Joe and your forgetful memory.
Okay.
So we all sit down at the table.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah.
You all sit down at your table with your drinks, and is there anything you want to do right now in particular?
I'd like to. Oh, you go.
I'd like to have the wizard remind us what we're actually doing here in terms
yes.
of the book that we're looking for.
So, when my master was still alive about a year ago, he told me of this book, and I went and got that book from the shelf and read it and found another book that was supposed to be in a castle north of here in Cherendar. It is one of the most powerful books I've ever heard of in my 70 years of reading. And that's all I have to do in my age, and just learn as much as I can and find as many spells. I've forgotten almost all of them as of recently, so I do not have many left. But
How can a book be powerful?
it's mystery. The spells and things that are ingrained in the book have been lost just for centuries. And with those spells, I believe that I can become a much greater wizard and kill a dragon, maybe. We'll have to figure out my goals.
I will gladly help.
Yes.
What of where we're going? Do we know anything about this supposed area where the book is?
I just know that it is in a castle near these rivers in Cherendar, but nothing else really beyond that. And that's why I need this group. I can't make that long journey east by myself. I need people who can fight off possible enemies that will be there. I don't know. It's just something I can't do myself at this age.
I would just like to remind everyone that this wizard has 6 athletics and 7 strength. He moves more slowly than dwarves. Okay, so you guys sit around the table and have a couple of drinks, chat for a little
Oh, no,
while.
I'm sober tonight.
You're sober tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. And eventually you guys go to bed unless there's anything you want to do.
Nope, I'm good with that.
No?
Nope. Yep.
I'd like
Sleep
to.
sounds good.
What would you like to do?
No, never mind. I'll wait.
No, wait. Okay. You guys eventually go to sleep, and the next morning comes around pretty uneventfully. Wizard and Priest, if you want to change your spells, send me the changes. Otherwise, we'll just keep the same ones.
Keep the same ones
Okay.
for me.
Um, let's see. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, next morning rolls around. Take it away.
My first action is I'm gonna go downstairs, or I'm assuming we're upstairs, and then ask the innkeeper or bartender any information that he may know about the castle that we may be going to.
The barkeep says, "Well, yes. Rumor, there's supposed to be an old castle near the mountains from way, way, way back when. I think that was in the Age of Mist, or Age of Dreams, or whatever you kids are calling it these days. Old castle up there, kind of ruins. No one really goes there anymore, though. Why are you asking about it?"
I've been hired to help out with a particular journey that may end up leading over there later. I was just wondering if you knew anything about any troubles that may lead on the way over there, or even at the castle itself. Like, why do people not go there anymore?
Well, it's really out of the way. There are no roads up there. The hills are, I wouldn't say unsafe, but there are sometimes dangers in the hills. Sometimes there are packs of goblins or kobolds that run around up there.
Well, thank you
Any
for the
wards?
information.
Excuse me?
Shuffling
wards?
downstairs.
No, I don't think so, young lady.
Okay.
But, these are just rumors. Are you guys that concerned about it?
I like
Just
to be
curious. Yeah.
Nods.
And with that, I'll order some breakfast.
Okay.
I'd just like to head out onto the town already, for myself alone.
Okay. Anyone that's eating, it's another 1 silver for breakfast.
I'm gonna go shuffle around town.
Okay. What do you guys want to do in town?
I want to visit the tanner.
Okay. You find him.
I say, "Hello, good sir. I am a priestess of Agepa, the god of the hunt, and I was wondering if you would like my blessing on this business."
I'd love it. Why, thank you.
Okay, so in order to complete this blessing, I need some amount of blood from your latest kill.
He says, okay. Looks around and says, I think there might be some dried blood on a table. Will that do? I don't really keep blood lying about.
That will do fine.
Okay. He leads you inside.
Okay, so I scrape some of the dried blood off the table, mix it with a little bit of water to rehydrate it a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I draw 2 circles on his forehead, put 2 dots in each circle, and a upside down triangle on his chin. He thinks it's the ritual, but that's not. I just say it's part of the ritual.
Uh-huh.
So then I go up to the nearest deer skin. I find, where the head would be.
Uh-huh.
I kiss it and say, "May Agepa," is it Agepa or Agepa?
Agepa.
"May Agepa guide you to the eternal meadows." Then I do a little wavy thing with my holy symbol and say, "Keep that blood on your face for an entire day, and your business will be blessed with Agepa's wisdom and guidance."
He goes forward and shakes your hand very eagerly and says, thank you for this. I really appreciate it. Business has been a little bit slow lately. I can't thank you enough.
I'm sure it will pick up. Just make sure to let people know those markings are of Agepa and his teachings.
Thank you. And, okay. He, kind of waves at you as you walk away.
Yeah. Okay, that's And I just keep browsing around town. Nothing in particular.
Okay. Anyone else have any?
I'm gonna have a second breakfast
All right.
because I am
Second.
260 pounds.
Another
I'm gonna
silver
look
for you.
around for a clothing or armor shop, maybe for wizards, like a Abercrombie and Fitch View or something.
Okay.
Abercrombie and Fitch View.
There's an Abercrombie and Fitch View.
How long you been thinking that one up?
Oh. What kind of stuff do they sell at the mage's shop?
I mean, this is just like a standard clothing shop. This is not a
Oh,
mage's
alright.
shop. Did you want to find like a wizard shop?
No, I'm gonna stop by the clothing shop and get maybe a hat or something.
You have a hat. You have
Oh.
a pointy hat already. I mean,
works,
come
yeah.
on, you're a wizard. You have a long,
was-
white, flowing robes, kind of a pointy hat that's bent on the top.
That offers me a lot of protection, right? I
Absolutely
can take sword
none.
attacks. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the wizard shop then,
Okay.
if there's one.
Yeah.
And what do they have there that might be able to offer me some protection?
The only things that they would have would be magical armors and robes and shit, but you don't have enough money for it.
All right.
Not to mention most of the money that you have on your person is what you promised to the party to pay them. Because they haven't been
Okay.
paid yet, so
Oh, yeah. Then I'm gonna be real poor.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and start rambling on to the shop guy there, and that's about it.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Any actions?
I'd like to find an armorer and inquire about leather armor prices.
Okay. Let's look that up. You are Brock Fingelthorn, the dwarf, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So he looks you up and down and says, well, we don't really have many dwarven sized sets of leather armor. We'd have to make one special for you.
And how much would that be, sir?
Probably like 10 gold. But it'll take a few days.
All right. Well, I have some gold on me now. I can pay you now and come back in a few days.
Sure, sure.
All right. I give him 10 gold then.
Okay, mark it on your character sheet.
Yep.
Okay.
Now that I finished breakfast, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess start asking around, maybe if there's a library or something of the sort where I can obtain a little more information about where we're going.
Yes, there is. But
Can you read?
I don't think you can read.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
do I
you're
have a
illiterate.
book? Do I have that book that mentions that other book
Yes.
in the castle? Yeah.
It's on your
Is there any
horse.
other information in there if I read it?
No, it
Other than
really
where
it
it's
just
located?
mentions that the tome was last seen, like it talks about the tome and it says the tome was last seen in such and such a castle. And
Is there
then you
anything
use
about
another
that?
book to figure out where that castle was.
All right. Could I also find a library and see if I can find out anything about the castle and like what would be there, or any large events that have happened,
Okay.
deaths?
You do find there's a very small library kept by some monks. And they kind of let you in. At first, they're a little hesitant, but they're like, well, kindly old man. Very clearly, he's not going to take anything and run off.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So they lead you to their section of books, and you find, after a few hours of reading, you find one that mentions the castle to the north. But it's definitely an old book, probably 400 or 500 years old. And it says basically the same thing that your current book says. This castle used to belong to such and such a family, but it fell into disrepair after they lost their lands, and then a few wars came by, and the castle's basically been abandoned and lost,
All right.
possibly destroyed. No one really goes there.
Could I ask these monks if they know anything about it, or if
Yeah.
anyone's been over there? Yeah.
They basically say, well, it's just kind of part of local legend now. Nothing, we don't really know too much. It seems to be abandoned every now and then kids will go and take a look at it, and they always say it's just ruins and falling apart. I've never been there myself.
But they don't have anything over there that might kill me on the way. I could die to a swamp rat.
Well, I mean, lately there have been some more, kobolds running around, but I don't know if
That's about it.
There's nothing particularly with the castle itself that has been noteworthy.
All right. Thank you very much for your information. And I'll leave.
Okay. Everyone else, while the wizard is spending a few hours in there, what are you guys doing?
I want to check out the armor.
Okay.
I'm going to go with him.
Okay.
Okay, so we bump
Her.
into each other there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up?
What up? Do I need any proficiencies to use a shield?
No, you don't.
I'd like to inquire shield prices.
Shield prices. They have different types of shields. They have small buckler shields, then they have larger, medium shields, and then large shields. The
The price of each?
bucklers are 1 GP, small shields are 3, medium shields are 7, large shields are 10.
What are
And the
yeah.
difference is just weight. They're 3, 5, 7, and 15 pounds, respectively. And then the number of people you can use them against within a given frame of time are also varying. So
like
buckler, you can
buckler's
block one person at a time,
small
per
is
round.
2,
Small is
medium
2,
2.
medium 3, large 4.
and medium is 5 pounds or 7 pounds?
Medium is 7 pounds and 7 gold.
Small is 5 and 5.
Small is 3 gold, 5 pounds.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the guy and say, it's awful dangerous out there, and I was looking to buy a small shield. I don't have much money on me, though. Is there any way I could get a discount? And I, flutter my eyes at him and twist my hair in my index finger.
I give a little cough.
He looks at you and says, well, I'd really like to help you out, miss, but I gotta make a living somehow.
I understand. How about 2.5 gold? I know it's a discount, but it's not that much, and it would really help me out, mister.
Scratches his head and goes, I don't think I can give you that much of a discount. Maybe I can give you a silver off of it, but times are kind of hard right now, and man needs to make a living.
Okay, I'll pay that. Just a silver off.
Okay.
It's awful kind of you, mister.
It's 2.9 gold.
Okay.
And yeah, weighs 5 pounds and will increase your AC by 1.
And that would go in my left hand.
That would go in your left hand.
Small shield. AC by 1. Okay.
So your AC is now 13.
Okay.
Excellent. Anything else?
Yeah, I want to ask about if he has any throwing knives or daggers that I can possibly purchase.
Okay. Yeah, well, he says his brother that runs the weapon shop has them.
Oh, splendid. I'll go give him a visit if you can point me in the direction.
Yeah, he points you down the way.
I'll go with them.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys get to the weapon shop, and his brother is this, insanely obese man standing behind a counter with his belly literally, resting on the counter. And he kind of looks at you and comes in through his, squinty eyes, with bulging fat all around it, and goes, "Hey, guys! What can I do you for?"
Hey, mister.
Good day, sir. I was
Hello.
looking to inquire about some daggers or throwing knives that I can purchase
I have the
from you.
finest daggers and throwing knives you've ever seen.
How much would, say, a pair cost?
A pair of daggers or throwing knives?
let's say a pair of daggers first, and then a pair of throwing knives.
Wise choice. Where are they hiding? Daggers are 2 gold each. Throwing knives are 1.5 gold each. 1 gold each.
All right, so I'll buy.
Wait, before he pays for anything, I'd like to try and bargain this guy down for him.
Okay.
Okay, so I do the wink and twirl thing and say it would help my friend out a lot if you give us a little bit of a discount, sir. Any way to do that?
I'm sorry, throwing knives are 2 gold each, my bad. He says, well, I mean, what sort of discount are you talking about?
Forearm, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick touch and say, well, I was just thinking maybe 5 silver off, nothing too much.
Absolutely not. There's no way I can afford to give anyone a discount. Listen here, Missy. Are you trying to cheat me out of my hard work?
No, I was just wondering.
I don't even know who this person is.
Nice sneer at him. Be like, fuck you, dude. I was trying to help you.
I'm not looking for a fight right now. Thank you, though.
I storm out.
Okay.
So yes, the pair of daggers and pair of throwing knives. How much would that be altogether?
8 gold.
All right, so I'll hand him over the 8 gold.
Okay.
So I'm wandering around looking for the party.
Yeah. Well, you were actually reading during all this is going on. So there's still
all right, let's doing that.
stuff. Yeah. So that's an extra 4 pounds to your inventory. Each dagger and each throwing knife is a pound. Throwing knives are a little bit heavier and sturdier than your standard knife.
Okay.
And they also do more damage when you throw them than in standard knife. So, it looks like your weapon section is full. So I'll just let you know that information when it comes to it.
Okay.
Cool. Anyone have anything else they want to do while the wizard's reading?
Well, I'm storming off. I'd like to head out into the wilds and just look around, maybe see if there's any rabbits or deer or anything around.
Okay, so you start wandering out of town. You wander around and you eventually find a chipmunk.
Okay, that'll be
Not
fine.
afraid.
How close is it?
15 feet?
Okay, I'd like to cast Calm Animal. Wait, how high is it?
He's on the ground.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Calm Animal on it.
Okay. Let me double check the spell. Okay, he does get a saving throw, which it
Chipmunks are
fails.
smart.
Oh, does everyone get a saving throw? Not
No,
everyone?
it says with intelligence of 1 to 4.
Yeah, it's got it.
Okay. And it fails.
Yeah, so you have calmed the chipmunk.
I'd like to stride over to it and pick it up as quickly as I can, hopefully within the round.
Yeah. Well, the duration's
Like-
1 turn plus 1 round per level.
Yeah.
So that's 1 turn is 6 rounds. So you have 7 minutes to do this.
Oh, okay. I'd like to stride over to it, pick it up, and crack its neck.
Okay, you have cracked this chipmunk's neck.
I'd like to take my dagger out, cut it open, and gut it.
Okay.
Take the heart out and say, to great Agepa, god of the hunt, I make this sacrifice to you today. And I pop the heart, swallow it, and then I guess I clean it and take what meat I can off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You eat the chipmunk heart, but it goes down really badly, and you find yourself about to hurl. Make a endurance check.
Squirrel hearts
So
are poisonous.
D20
Got
plus
it.
your endurance.
Okay. Let me check my sheet real quick. Okay, 10. Oh,
Yeah, easy. You feel yourself pretty queasy for a moment, but then the feeling passes, and you're fine.
Got it, 27.
Okay. So, anything else you want to do, guys, now?
After
Just
that,
gonna wait
I'm
in
gonna
the
head back
tavern.
to the
Yeah.
tavern.
Just tavern.
okay, I'm still here.
Okay.
So what happened? I just choke it down?
Yeah, you choke it down.
Alright. Okay, I head back into town with the meat and go back to the tavern.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'll ask the bartender if he could cook this meat up for me. And if I could use my herbalism to recommend some herbs that would go good with chipmunk meat.
That would be more of a cooking skill. You should talk to the barbarian
Okay.
about that.
I'll just have him cook it and trust him.
He kind of goes,
Look,
okay,
I'll-
I'm still going to charge you, though.
I'll flick him a silver and say if that buys me a drink too, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, okay. He kind of gives you a weird look, but then goes ahead and sends it to the kitchen to be cooked and brings you a beer.
Okay. So that's 1 silver gone.
What time of day is it?
It's about noon now.
I'm gonna buy lunch.
Okay.
What's the special?
Chipmunk.
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Okay. I'll actually buy 2 orders of that.
Okay, that's another 2 silver. Okay.
Is Fergus here with us, or is he still at the library?
He's back now.
Okay. So, did you learn anything about the castle or anything that we may be able to expect over there?
You're muted, Virgo.
All right. Yeah, not too much more than we already knew. There's probably going to be some kobolds over there, but pretty straightforward, it seems.
Okay.
Who is the one who smells like chipmunk in here?
Him, and I point over to the barbarian.
Oh, you. Oh, gross.
Chipmunk tastes
I
good.
just,
I eat it all the time.
I just sit down
Easy
and
to kill.
Oh, you
And a
do? How would you recommend cooking that?
With a lot of thyme and bay leaf.
Any rosemary
Very
and
good.
sage?
Sometimes. I
Okay,
don't like
just
that though.
Thyme and bay leaf, got it. You mentioned kobolds. What are those? I haven't heard of those in my time on this realm.
Is there a description in the book for that, Neil?
Yeah.
Instead of
Kobolds are these smaller, doggish-looking goblinoids.
things, yeah. All right.
They tend to be cowardly and fight in large numbers and swarm people, but they're small and weak.
Okay. Yeah, so they're little rat-like goblin things, but if we just intimidate them with the barbarian running at them or something, it shouldn't be a problem.
Should make for a good hunt.
Pound
Yes.
my chest like a gorilla.
Keep them away from me.
Will do.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm good for the day.
I'd like to attempt some singing for the bar right now, if there's nothing going on. I
Another
wanna make-
song.
There's
I want
not a
some
lot of
extra
people in
scratch.
there, but go ahead and make your singing check.
Okay, well, I'd like to put my empty bowl in front of me to offer tips. And okay, so that's 15 and D20 plus 15.
Mm-hmm. 22. You sing beautifully.
Awesome. And does that make me any money?
Unfortunately, there's no one really in the bar right now.
That's okay. Just warming up.
Yeah.
I clap politely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was
thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Much
Remember to
better
tip your
than that last one.
bartender.
I imagine you. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just drink it all in.
The barbarian has been pleased, and you guys all finish your food.
Did anyone else do anything of substance today, or are we ready to possibly move out and
Ready
go?
to start going.
Yeah, at least scout out the area ahead
Someone
of
needs
us.
to wait for some stuff at the armor. I don't know that, but
Well, I mean, we can head out now. It's a few days for the armor, so maybe just do some preliminary exploration.
well, in the
Scout
immediate area, there's not too many dangers. There's some fierce chipmunks. That's about it.
Do we
Yeah,
want to see if we can at
shipments.
least find the castle so that we know where we're
Yeah.
going?
I say
on the second trip.
we try to find it.
How much time till daylight's gone?
It's only about noon, a little after noon right now, so
See.
6 hours.
That castle
I
seems-
say
Pretty far away.
we should
Wow.
range out only 3 hours and get back by nightfall.
I'm okay with that.
I nod.
Okay. Yeah, because if according to the location on your map, the castle should be probably 3 or 4 days away since it's in the hills and the road is long lost. So
Oh,
you
we're
knew
looking
where
at
it was,
days
it-
away. Damn.
yeah, if you knew exactly where it was, it would probably be two or 3 days. But since you're not sure of the location, you would expect the journey to take like 3 or 4. It's deep into the hills.
All right.
How long are we waiting on armor for our good friend?
The armorer just said a few days.
Okay.
And I need to learn the names.
Why do you need armor? Only slow you down? Itch? No?
It's just light armor. It shouldn't slow me down.
Ah,
You could
I
do
don't
with some armor
feel
too,
like
mister.
dying.
no. Armor
Not
slows
even
me
some
down.
not even some hard leather armor.
Too itchy.
It should be noted that the barbarian is just wearing pants, not a
Like
shirt.
long pants or like capris.
Barbarian.
Tasteful booty shorts.
Board shorts. Oh,
Where-
I get to decide?
You get to decide.
I'm gonna wear full camo cargo pants that are too baggy even for me.
Okay, that's what he's wearing.
You need some new pants. Those are atrocious. I'll take you to the tailor tomorrow. We'll get you some nice cotton hosen for your legs.
Maybe our barbarian should invest in a shield as well. Maybe you want to show him where you got your shield, Liliana.
If he's interested, then sure.
I don't need shield, I just need axe. And I
Cool.
raise my axe, not intimidatingly.
Settle down, Orson.
Ah. I need pants, you are right.
Okay, so what are you guys doing now?
So if we're waiting days away, I guess lounge about, do my best, ask any guards, travelers, or even do we know if there is some sort of magic shop in the area, or maybe a wizard that we can talk to that may also know about the alleged book that we're looking for?
There is a wizard shop in the area.
Well, I'm going to ask our good friend Fergus if he'd like to come along with me to the wizard shop to inquire about this book.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. I've been talking to him for a while. He
Can I
knows
come
me.
too?
Yes, come along. It'll be a party.
Sweet.
Fergus,
You're-
muted?
What? No, he's not muted.
Oh,
No.
never mind, sorry.
Why are your shorts so short, woman? Or what's your name? I don't remember anyone's names. Liliana?
I don't either. Yeah, I know my name. You're Frankus, right?
Yes, I believe so.
I can't do that.
So we go over to the magic shop.
Okay. You head over there. It's a younger wizard, much younger than you, probably in his mid-40s, wearing white robes and sitting at a table reading a book. And lifts his head when you guys come in and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hello again.
How are you all doing?"
My friend over here thought that you might know a little bit about this castle over in Cherendar. I was wondering if you knew the area well.
We are in Cherendar.
North of Cherendar,
North of
in
Cherendar,
between,
yeah.
in the hills.
Between the rivers.
Oh, you're talking about the old keep. Well, it fell into ruin many years ago when the family that was running it fell into disrepute. Rumor has it, or legend has it, I should say, that one of the lords of the family switched sides during a battle, during a war, and then eventually the side he switched to ended up losing, and the people rebelled against him for changing, and his family just kind of fell into ruin and was dishonored. Castle was abandoned, and over time the town disappeared, and well, now it's just a set of ruins that's way too far out of the way for anyone to care about. But why do you ask?
Well, Fergus here is looking for a particular book, I believe. And I was just curious about the area and even the book that he may be looking for.
Not many people know of this book. It's been gone for quite some time. I've only even heard of it once.
No, I don't know anything about it.
So it'll be a surprise to us all.
Well, thank you very much for your time. If you can think of anything else, or do you know anyone else in the area who might know of these kinds of things, or in cities east of here?
He shakes his head and says, "No, that was like 1,000 years ago. It's just legend now."
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well,
Maybe if you found like a real historian somewhere, but I don't know of any real historians nearby.
Well, I'm going to thank him for his time and start heading back over to the tavern.
Okay. Alright, you're back at the tavern.
All right, I'm going to sit down and I guess have a drink while I wait for everyone else to join me.
Okay.
And out of character, Lydiana I think she's not here. Or
Yeah, I'm trying to get her back. We'll just keep going until she gets here. You guys get to the tavern, and then what?
I'm
where
ready to
is
go.
that damn huntress? I was ready to go. Why
Priestess
are
of the hunt,
priestess?
Yes.
and dealing with the demon Skype.
Okay.
I say that if we're gonna wait now, we have a pretty good journey ahead of us, so we might as well wait on the armor so that we can move out prepared.
So
And
we
then,
just skip over the next few days.
Do we have a ranger with us?
I'm the ranger. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to ask if you'd like to go out ranging, maybe hunting, and for the next couple days, see what's around.
Hunt?
Yeah,
I go with.
you too. Okay,
I want to kill.
cool.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, and every night, if possible, I'd like to roll for singing, see if I make any money that way.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 days till the armor's fixed. 2 nights till the armor's fixed. So...
Two singing rolls, or
yeah, let's do with the hunting first, though.
okay, cool.
So you guys go out and try to hunt. Woo! And your hunting is pretty unsuccessful. There doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff going on around here.
All right. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you're staying fairly close to the town, there's not a lot of big wildlife that comes nearby. I mean, you see other squirrels and you see like small creatures, maybe a rabbit, but nothing
Well,
significant.
if we don't find anything in that day and we come across a rabbit, I'd like to do the calm animal break its neck thing.
Well, you already cast your spell, so
Oh, we're still on the same day?
still day one, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, that was uneventful.
It sure was.
Okay. Nighttime comes eventually, and you guys kill 2 more knights there. Make your singing check.
Ah, god damn it.
Natural 1. Your singing
I'm booed
is
out of the
awful.
damn bar.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Ah.
People
Voice
ask
dies.
you to, quiet down, and
I'm gonna drink my sorrows away tonight.
yeah.
How much will that cost me?
6 copper,
It's 50 copper to a gold.
100 copper to the gold.
Okay, so it's 0.6. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So you guys kick it for 2 more days. Is there anything else you want to do during the intervening days?
I
I'm not
want
gonna sing
pants. I think my pants not good for combat.
Okay, so you get some new pants. 6 silver for the new pants that fit.
Can it be like a really tight speedo? Kinda.
Wait, you want your new pants to be a tight speedo?
Yeah. I want like maximum like freedom.
Okay.
I feel
Yeah,
like a
you have
Speedo
someone
is,
make
like,
you
the
a
opposite direction of freedom.
Yeah.
No, because
As
there's
free as like
Well, if he wants to
My-
decrease bounce, sure. But
no. Yeah, you can get yourself a tight speedo-like set of pants. That's only going to be 2 silver, and the tailor has to get some measurements from you.
also
Ten
I'm
inches.
wearing boots or something, sandals or something like that.
Yeah, you've got combat boots on.
Okay, that's good.
I come downstairs. Oh my god. What are you wearing? Put some pants on.
This is my combat wear.
That is what
Makes
you
me
wear
strong,
for pants?
makes me fast.
makes me sick.
6'8", 260-pound half-elf with a shaved head, long black braid, and a speedo. And that is
Yeah, I'm
about
not into
it.
that.
You know, that sounds
Long day
pretty
ahead,
refreshing.
long travel. I will carry wizard. If wizard don't mind, my speedo.
Wizard has horse.
I
Wizard
have
has
a
horse.
horse. So
Hey.
you can carry my horse. He gets better. Those Speedos sound refreshing. I might get myself a pair of those.
I know a guy.
Well, that's all right. We need to get on, move on.
If you are doing that, you can subtract... Oh, no, you already have 1 pound for your clothes. Never mind. I was going to say you could subtract weight for your clothes, but... Okay.
That's fine.
All right, anything else you guys want to do before you take off? You get another singing check tonight.
Oh, do I have a traveling cloak?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, let me roll for that.
$27. Your singing is excellent. In fact, it's so good that you get applause and some money. You get a total of 4 gold in silver.
In silvers?
Yeah, I mean, you can just add it as gold.
Yeah, 4 gold. Okay, cool. That
You're
is
so
excellent.
good at singing. I wish
And-
guy can sing like that.
Why, thank you. I'd like to go over to the bartender and ask how much for a round for the entire bar.
He goes, hold on, and starts counting people, and he's like, well, 3 gold.
They gave to
Wait,
me.
no,
I'll give
I'm
back
sorry.
to them.
2
Oh,
copper
what?
per drink. It's 3 silver.
They gave to me. I'll give back to them. Buy the bar around.
Okay,
So it's 3 silver.
3 silver. You buy the bar around. Okay.
Do I hear singing, applause, cheering of my name?
No, it takes a little while for all the drinks to be gotten out, and there was no big announcement about it, so...
Oh well, I'd like to get up on a table and say, the first round's on me tonight, everyone.
There's applause and cheering. And
Sweet.
then, some stomping of mugs on the tables, and then people go back to what they're doing eventually.
Cool.
Okay. You guys wake up the next day that you can go get your armor.
I'll go there first thing in the morning and pick it up.
I'll
Okay.
go with
you
them.
get there first thing in the morning. It's like, whoa, dude, hold on, I'm not done. Later today.
All right.
Give me like another 3 hours. I just got to finish up some stitches.
And I will go back and wait a few hours.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can I get a couple of wineskins of like alcohol or something?
Yes.
Can I get 3
Yes.
to take along with me?
Yes. So wineskin and alcohol together is going to be 5 silver each,
Okay.
and they're going to weigh 3 pounds each.
Okay.
Is that right?
I'd like to check
That's
out
about
the
a
tanner.
gallon of wine
Oh.
total. Is that you check out the tanner?
See how his business has been doing.
He comes back to you and says, I think it might be taking a little while to take effect. I haven't really noticed much change, but I definitely have felt like I'm doing better. I feel like I'm tanning things more quickly. My skinning technique has gone up. I haven't made any mistakes since then, but I haven't had very many more customers. But I definitely feel it working slowly.
I'm sorry to hear that. Would you like me to perform the ritual again?
I could never ask that of you, but if you wanted, I would accept it.
It would be my pleasure to help out a tanner. Such is the way of the god of the hunt.
Okay.
But
So
this
you've got-
time, instead of the boobs thing, I'd like to, just do a swipe over his forehead like Simba,
Mm-hmm.
then, make a giant ring around his face with the blood this time and give him a little Rudolph nose.
Okay.
And, do up his cheeks a little bit.
Yes. Is this a different blessing?
No.
Seems-
No, that's the fake one again, but then I do the real one right after that.
Wait, you tell him it's a fake one?
No.
Okay, no, because he asks, "Is this a different blessing?"
Oh, no, it's not a different well, actually, it is. It's the second blessing in a series of
Oh.
5.
I see. I must confess, I'm not much of a religious man. I haven't really paid much attention to the teachings, but maybe I should be.
Well, if you'd like to, I could educate you some on it in my free time.
That would be lovely. I don't really have any time today. I actually have to meet
That's-
a man about a dog, but
That's fine. That's cool. Maybe I'll stop by later.
Okay. So eventually the time passes and you go pick up your armor. So for you, your armor, it'll give you an AC bonus of 2. It has 40 HP and it absorbs 2 damage.
All right.
And it weighs 15 pounds. Oh, I guess you're a dwarf, so it's a little bit smaller. So it weighs 10 pounds. Okay, which does not encumber you, so it does not affect movement or anything. Someone is encumbered. Who's encumbered? The ranger is encumbered.
Am I?
Yeah, your base hold is 45, and you're carrying 57 pounds of equipment. So you move a little bit more slowly than everyone else, except for the dwarf, who moves more slowly than you. So it doesn't actually affect the party all that much, but you're slightly encumbered. If you hit medium encumbrance, it starts affecting your AC. So
Okay.
So as long as we stay light or under.
yeah,
Not
light
encumbered.
encumbrance or under, it doesn't affect your armor class, but medium encumbrance and above affects armor class.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I think we're ready to move out unless anyone has something else they want to do.
I'm cool.
No.
Oh, wait. I'd like to stop by the magic shop again.
Okay.
I'd like to inquire about any potion making books.
The wizard says, "Well, I mean, I have some books, but they're not for sale. They're my personal books."
Hmm. Is there any way I could copy a recipe out of it? I could pay you.
Looks and says, "Well, I think clerics and wizards make fundamentally different potions."
I should check out like a church or something?
He nods and says, "Yeah."
I'd like to check out a church.
Okay. So you go to a temple nearby.
If they have any to Agatha, that'd be cool. But if not,
There's
then
not.
okay, any church is fine.
Yeah, there's a stair, the god of good.
That's good. I'd like to ask if they have any potion making books, or they'd like to teach me a recipe for healing potions.
They said, "Well, I mean, we generally don't teach that sort of thing to random priests that wander through, but if you were to, if you have that of your own, we could offer you our library, or our laboratory for use
Ah,
for a small fee."
I will remember that if I come across a recipe for health potions.
They nod.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, I'd join up with the group again.
All right, you guys ready to take off?
I wake
Yep.
up from my midday nap. Get ready to go.
Excellent. All right, we're going to take a short minute break because we're at the 1 hour mark. And then after that, we will start journeying into the hills.
Ah,
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool.
See you guys in a few minutes.